we were just having a discussion about the Super Bowl. Was it rigged?
Hell no.
Okay, you are only saying that because of the bound pass of his leg. But since I have a theory of there is a chance that all the sports balls in America is literally some type of high-tech magnets controlling each shot, like each and every point, and they are literally, I believe that, and until that's proven wrong, deflator ball, every single thing, I believe the basketball that in the shoot has like something that controls it, and it chooses which players get which week and everything. Because let's just be honest, athletes and kids are not that amazing. Like most of the kids that we grew up with, it is most of the kids that we grew up with. One day we are all like, shooting ball, and then one random guy can literally shoot 100 shots and makes 99 of them and don't miss one. No.
So before the Super Bowl, I'm not going to say it. What did I say?
You said they are going to put us into overtime in order to upset everybody's bet. That's what they're going to do. And then they're going to let Casey win. And I was like, yeah, Casey's destined to win. And I agree with you. I said, you know what? That's an actual high possibility that they to make it all good. And I told you, why was Taylor Swift hands and they won, and I showed us about how tight in the game was. What was her going? Nobody ever played football go into overtime, and you're sitting down like, oh, it's so close. It's not. It's not close. You each guy a chance. There is no so. I thought the game was rigged.
What you think?
I don't think it's rigged.
You don't think no sports are rigged? Even boxing?
I think there might be some point shaving that goes on in certain cases, but there's too many factors for them to rig it.
It is, but also I think even to go deeper into that, I think some of the players have been tampered with.
Me ask you this. All it takes is them telling two players you are guaranteed pay. They have guaranteed pays, these guys. So they are not even fighting for like, oh, if I don't do good this game, I'm not getting paid.
Right.
They have a guaranteed 6 years pay. Then they come to you and say, yo, like, we are paying you this money no matter if you win or lose.
They busted that. I got the book at home, and I'll bring it next week. But it's the NBA official. Remember him? They busted him for keeping games closed or whatever. Forgot the name of the book. It's a pretty good read. But as far as the NFL goes, like, them dudes, they put it on the line every Sunday.
I don't believe that.
NFL would be easier to control.
Than the NBA.
So. It would be easier to control.
52 guys on 32 teams plus the coaches. That's way too many leaks, man. Like,
no, all you need is literally one or two from each team.
Yeah.
And our refs. You talking about the whole team players. I'm talking about referees. I'm talking about
coaches.
Coaches. Coach Megan, he knows.
Coaches do make some bullshit
some
calls
BS
at the end, like at the
calls, and then you'd be like, there is no way he went for that.
Yeah,
there's no way he chose to go for it there. And they'd be like, oh, they're emotional coach. He went BS. Logic is love. And let me say this: an on-rake game, one day you will see it, and it will be an African team playing an American team where they go for everything.
Yeah.
They will not punt one ball because it's natural to an African to say, why would you ever punt? And you will say, well, I don't want the other guy to make the point, so I'm going to kick the ball away. It's, once again, to an African, that doesn't make sense.
But
okay?
Strategy, though.
Why would they rig
it's
it?
none.
That's strategy.
Why would they need to rig it?
Because
sports betting is bigger than football.
It doesn't. That doesn't mean that, like, we're going to spend money on bets anyway. They make
no.
millions.
But they can't afford to pay out everybody if everybody wins.
No, I believe it's more than that now.
Me and you are never going to bet the same. Like, there's so many people betting on
If it was lopsided, if it was Bowling Green High School versus the Chicago Bulls,
and
that would be so lopsided.
Yes.
But if Bowling Green beats them,
yes,
and it happens, then that's where we come up with the rig situation because we've seen shit.
People vote for both them teams, though. It's not just like somebody getting paid if only Kansas City wins.
Yeah,
you know
but I think that's where it go more than just the betting thing. This one, or in the last several years for me, the reason why I stopped watching it is when politics entered the sport. That's when I already knew it has now become a reason. I already have this firm theory of sports is just another form that it never stopped.
Yeah.
And they are just flushing through their athletes, but still don't go to a fact that the Cowboys have not won in like what?
Since Troy Aikman.
Okay, so am I finished?
1993.
Okay, so when I was born, 30 years. Are you ready? You told me that anyone can win this game. BS. It complete BS. No other, like, because money wins this game. And the Cowboys got more money than anyone else, and it still can win. And it still can win no matter who they take.
Well, that's what I said. Like, I was like, man, if it's rigged, why don't Jerry Jones buy? He would have bought a Super Bowl by now.
Because
right?
Jerry Jones is now the bad guy that the system have to shit on. Jerry Jones is the Mark Cuban of basketball. There got to be one person that is still say, oh, he is the America idea, the old America, the all-white America idea, and we got to make sure that he never wins again. We got to make sure that we put a break on the idea of the old America. And the day that Jerry Jones wins again, there is a chance that the South might rise again that same night, literally.
But also we have to look at so this is how you can tell if something is rigged, in my perspective. If you look at the cities that these teams are winning in on how poorly they're doing, job-wise, crime-wise, all this stuff, like when LeBron won in Cleveland.
New Orleans won after Katrina.
You have to look at the condition of these cities. Mm-hmm. Like Kansas City has become a bad place. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's really came out of there as far as celebrity-wise that we know of, artists, anything. Like, it's very quiet. Like,
yeah, they call it Killer City now. Like
yeah.
Trump sent, but they've been calling it that for years. And Trump sent that task force in there, or the feds or whatever, to
2 years or 3 years. We're going to get a Texas one. I mean, a Tennessee one here.
Yeah, Memphis.
Yeah.
Watch Memphis Grizzlies.
Watch.
You know, in the next year or two,
watch.
with all the uprising in Memphis, you know what I'm saying?
Watch.
You'll see one of their sports team.
About
you
to do
see Nashville.
Yeah,
but that's how I can, my perspective, when I see certain things happening, and it's like, it don't really make sense.
When it stopped making sense,
then you start looking into the city, and you start looking into the numbers.
So what happened when Green Bay won it then? When Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl? That's the smallest city in the NFL.
Yeah,
right?
They needed jobs.
And the team, that's the only team that's actually owned. You can actually buy the player.
Yeah. So two, you know, you got to think the Super Bowl, of course, the playoffs and the Super Bowl are the most watched things, you know, happening right now. So, of course, you can push an agenda through it, you know, other than just throwing a football game. But you can distract people. There's so much going on. So really, even if it was rigged or not, we needed Taylor Swift. We needed all these people there so they can do these deals with the foreign countries and all this.
Well, so they can bomb the shit out of Gaza, right? While the Super Bowl's going on.
Yeah.
That's what they did Sunday.
Let me say this. The reason why the term rigged, and we're going to say, oh, it's not, or you're going to argue it's not. Let me give you a little firm example of a little thing, right? The World Cup, right? Mm-hmm. FIFA World Cup. Where the World Cup get every 4 year, the nation they get chosen was to be random, right? So it'll be random. But after Qatar won it, America was like, no, it's rigged.
Yeah.
And then they went and investigate FIFA, uncover all the corruption, and they found out that it is rigged. It's been rigged since the beginning. They've been choosing nation in which these rich billionaires that run FIFA have friends, and they are working with, and they will just put it in there. Guess what? The U.S. won the next bid. That's how rigged it is. The second that their light gets shined onto them, guess what? The system is like, okay, we're going to give you one now. Yeah. Because America won for a long time, but it didn't say anything because the quote unquote just thought they were going to get their, giving like everyone else. But after Qatar, America's like, no, we are done. We should be the next one. But we in, so we're going to investigate. We're going to bring to light. It's not like they don't know that it was rigged. It was just the fact like the same thing with Trump. Then, whenever they reach one and don't like Trump, they're going to throw all his secret out. Yeah. But the whole damn time, they are all doing the same thing, right? Yeah. And they all know they're doing the same thing. That's the whole thing with Rick. We won't know until one day at like Texas is like, nah, screw it. We are sick and tired of not having one here. And what are we going to do? Investigate it, or we're going to show everybody that it is some rigged. Some coaches are literally being told, like, you are being paid.
Yeah.
We're telling you to skip 2 plays. You better skip 2 plays.
But it's going to have to be receipts, because if not, then they're going to call this person the whistleblower, or it's not even going to make sense no more. So you got something.
So is the election rigged?
I mean,
hold on. So we're going to take a quick little break. We got to pay the bills. Is that what they say? We got to pay the bills. We're going to take a little break.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?